Good afternoon, everybody. A beautiful day here at the nearly off-grid homestead. Got the truck over by the garden. Got the rototiller over by the garden. This morning, I went out and I tilled another time through. Tilled the soil up. It's getting softer and softer, and it's getting down deeper. And I worked the land this way. First I did it 2 times this way, and now I did it crossways to break up anything that I missed. And you can tell I'm getting deeper because over here I was hitting some, where the ground is soft under my feet. Over here I was hitting some roots that I pulled out, and that's going to go into compost. There's my tiller. So I'm getting deeper. It's getting much softer. I'll hit it another 1 or 2 more times. I want the roots of the grass to dry in the sun, kill them off before I do another tilling. But I've got something amazing here. My truck is full of leaves. Full of leaves. Now, some of these are a little fresher, but a lot of them are already broken down. These are from last fall. All these leaves are from last year. And there's a lot of earth and a lot of rotted vegetation and a lot of earthworms. Big night crawlers and stuff in here, which is great. And this is all going to go into my compost bins. Now, I've got a source of a large source of leaves. So it's going to be multiple truckloads, probably 2 truckloads of leaves for the compost bins. So I'm not sure. It's definitely going to fill these 2, and I'll probably make a 3rd. And we'll let that decompose and keep adding organic materials as we go. And then fill these up for next year. And then when I get those 2 layers off, there's going to be another 2, 3, maybe even 4 truckloads of fine, rotted, decomposed material from years of laying out there. And if you walk on it, it's very spongy and soft, and you dig into it and it's like this, well, it looks like soil, but it's just piles of years and years of leaves that have been decomposing. And it's super rich and fertile stuff that I'm going to then spread directly into the garden. So I've got to go dig it up and load it and bring it over. But the timing couldn't have been better. A guy asked me if I wanted it. I mean, how perfect is that? So he needs it gone and I need it here. So we'll put that onto the top of the garden and work it into the soil with the tiller. And then I have considered, and a lot of people have seen my soil now and given me their opinions. It is very full of organic material, and it does retain moisture. See? It is retaining moisture. So that's good. The organic material is really holding the moisture in here. And because this is from this morning, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. But the it's very acidic, I think. I think the whole land here is acidic. And I'm going to have to amend the soil with some lime. So now I'm going to have to study and see how that works. What gave me the idea is I was studying online about healthy soils. And if you find a lot of earthworms in your soil, then you're good. I didn't find a single worm in the entire garden the whole time I was tilling. Not one in the entire garden, which means that it's probably very acidic. If there's no earthworms, then there's a reason for it, and that's probably why. So I'm going to get a pH tester and we'll fix it. And then I'm probably going to add some manure in as well, some aged composted manure, because the leaves are going to start rotting, the decomposing leaves. Although a lot of it is decomposed, it'll probably use up some of the nitrogen. So I'm probably going to add some manure as well, some aged manure, to really make sure I have a great garden this year. So, also I had somebody dropped over from YouTube and actually helped me load a load in the truck and we visited for quite a while here. So if you want to show yourself and say hi in the comments, please feel free to, but I'm not going to take that leisure unless you want to let people know who you were. But thanks for stopping over, thanks for the help, and it was great to get to know somebody from the area. So, but really good, really good in Michigan. I love it here. Good to be back. Alright guys, I've got to blaze a trail. I'm going to take the truck up through this way and back it in around through here, so I've got to clear out a couple branches because I can't get through here, I'll get stuck. So I got to clear a little bit path, and we'll be back in a little bit. Melanie is doing her thing here. We've got some laundry out. We've got a lettuce garden, various lettuce and kale and spinach plants, and she's doing her decorating. And we brought our garden decor with us, and there's Mom's garden, Dad's garden, the little birds. I think those must have been here. And with God, all things are possible. And I think she had the butterfly. It was a gift of hers. And we got the raised bed lettuce garden, which probably will be filled up to here with our lettuce plants. And that is only this deep. So we'll have to really keep an eye on that. But this was full of mulch through the years, but it all must have rotted away or decomposed or what, because she had to raise that up to fill it. So I'm going to get her some more earth. Once I get into that soil on the truck from the neighbor's place, we'll be putting some of that in here to fill this up. And then she's got flowers she's going to be putting in here as well. So Melanie's busy. Oh, she's got flowers inside from seeds that I'll show you guys too. We've got all of our herbs and plants and vegetables that we brought with us, or we've bought since then, over here. She's got some flowers, but they're not doing well in the pot for some odd reason. But we did have them indoors. And then some flowers for my window boxes for the wood shop. We got to get out there. And then I'll show you what she's done inside. Here Melanie has some seeds, some flower seeds, and I think some herbs. I don't know what all she's got going on. But she's got a whole mess of flowers that she's starting from seed, and they're starting to grow. This is about 4 days now. So they're starting to come up. And then she's going to transplant them outside around the house. I'm going to hopefully get some seed starters going as well for our garden vegetables, because we don't have really safety from frost for another month yet. So that gives us time to get growing indoors. Hey guys, got some sun tea out. Bright, beautiful day. It's going to rain the next 2 days. But while I'm working, I like to have sun tea. And, or iced tea, I should say. So I'm brewing some tea. I managed to drive up inside here pretty well. And pulled up on in and backed up to the compost bin. I'm surprised. I emptied the truck. Melanie helped me in the end, just picking up leaves. It was easier with our hands than it was to shovel, because I don't have a pitchfork here. But it did not fill up the bins. Just about halfway. If that was settled, when that settles down, it'll fill one bin. So both are halfway or one filled. Not bad, I guess. I thought it was a lot more in that truck. Anyway, though, that's one load. So I can fit another load in the compost bins. And then my next load, though, is going to be the thicker stuff. And I'll start spreading that right in the garden. Let this rest a few days before I get another load on here. And that'll settle down further. But there it is. There's a truckload of organic fertilizer. That's going to be next year anyway. Good morning, everybody. I went back and got another load of leaves, full load of leaves last night. Boy, the dew was heavy. It almost looks like it rained last night. Or maybe it did. Anyway, was too tired when I got back. It was getting late and dinner was ready. And that was the end. So I'm going to have to shovel this off today. but that just put a dent in the pile of what's over there. And I think there's another half pile of leaves, and then I get into the really good stuff. It's actually, it looks like soil. And that's the good stuff. So another day begins. I want to get this in. I wanted to tell you what I did with the rest of my day. Oh yeah, I got some wire. I got enough wire to string up the solar panels. So this is 10 gauge, and I can now go from the shed to the one set of solar panels entirely. I'll go down the wall, underground, and up to the solar panel rack. And then I got enough to extend the wires from the other set, because now it's too short. And that'll then go down the wall, underground, up to the rack. So everything's going to be in conduit, which I still have to get. But at least for now I'll have the panels hooked up, all 4 panels hooked up. And then when I build the second rack, I'll get the other 2 panels up in the air. And these are the same panels I had in New York. I brought them with me. Some people were asking about that. Yes, that's the ones. So, I'll get this video up to you guys, and you'll see what I did yesterday. Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project.